outer space, in outer space, in outer space, 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 in outer space, in outer space, in outer space.
あーうーうるらいと、Welcome to Base Difference Podcast. I'm ThugLife.
I'm Charity.
And today we are going to talk about
Wisdom teeth.
police. Ha 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 ha.
God.
But first, an advertisement from our advertiser.
This episode of Vast Differences Podcast is brought to you by Pine Sol. Whoever said that a smell can bring back a flood of memories was certainly right. Whenever I use Pine Sol in my home, I am brought back to visiting my grandmother as a little girl. She always kept her house smelling fresh. I have Pine Sol to thank for that. Visit https://www.pinesol.com/ Oh, and then that's it. For more information about their great products.
Charity is cool with you if I do the entire podcast using this racist Google voice to communicate.
I am not going to do this whole podcast that way either.
Why not? Please, please.
I like how you had all these answers prepared because you knew what I was going to say.
What is your topic?
No,
What is your topic?
I am not doing this. I'm not.
I don't care what you say. This is my voice now.
No, no.
You never let me have any fun. You are destroying my creative spirit.
Let me just tell you now, from future references.
Okay.
Anytime you do something that's like
Okay, fine.
grating in my ear, I'm never going to want to do it.
It was pretty cool, though, how I predicted every negative thing you were going to say, and I had a response pre-programmed for the Google Translator to say. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, I'll be normal. I'll just be totally normal for one podcast episode. Sorry.
I don't think that's possible because you have an affinity for terrible puns. And terrible puns are not normal. They're paranormal. They're extra normal. Extra paranormal.
Your topic is wisdom teeth?
Yes.
What do you...
Which is so stupid because, like, they are not even wise at all. They're like the dumbest thing in all of creation.
Even more dumb than wind?
No, wind is just stupid. There's a difference between dumb and stupid. Wisdom teeth are dumb. Wind is stupid.
Every time wind is annoying me, I always think back to the podcast you did on wind, and I always say, wind, why do you even exist on this earth? Which is a good question. Why does wind exist? What causes it? What is its function?
To annoy people, duh. The earth was like, we gotta have something to make all these living organisms get annoyed and make it constant. Let's create wind. And yeah, that's how it came into existence. You're welcome.
So you're getting your wisdom teeth taken out?
I will. I have to wait until Monday. It started hurting like Sunday, and I wanted to get it taken out, and they were like, you have to wait until after Lunar New Year because if something happens, nothing will be open. So we're in a smack dab in the middle of Lunar New Year right now, and all the businesses are closed. So they were like, you have to wait until Monday. And I was like, I can't live like this. So I walked around asking people to punch me in the jaw so I could knock it out. But no one took me up on that offer. So now I'm just suffering.
Bummer.
Rude.
Were you at least able to like take antibiotics for the past 3 days so you feel better?
Yeah, I was, and I feel a little bit better. I can open my mouth now, which is great. But I'm still mad at the existence of wisdom teeth. Like, from an evolutionary standpoint, they are like the dumbest things. Who in their right evolutionary mind, I'm talking to you, DNA and genetics and all that stuff, who in their right mind would make your mouth smaller without getting rid of some teeth also? Like, good God. Like, that's like so elementary. When you draw smaller things, you make things inside them smaller also so they can fit. But no, human evolution was like, no. We're going to be dumbasses.
Ooh. No, I just realized why it is, though. Because maybe in the olden days, like, every now and then somebody would punch you in the face and you'd lose a tooth or two. And so when your wisdom teeth grow in, after you've already become wise and stopped getting punched in the face by people, the wisdom teeth grow in, push all those other teeth together, and it's like you've got a full mouth of teeth again.
I don't think that's how wisdom teeth work.
They do push together because
interesting concept.
I used to have crazy crooked front teeth, and I went to a dentist in Mexico. So she's like, well, we could try to straighten them all out. It'll take a long time. Or we could just pull one out. And so they just pulled out one of my front teeth, and the rest of them just kind of filled in the space. And so now I have straight front teeth with one less than a normal person.
That's really interesting that you only have one front bottom tooth. Like, because you can tell those are very distinct teeth, and I've never noticed it before. And now next time I see you up close, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, ThugLife, give me a smile. Give me like a full teeth smile."
Can't do it.
And I'm gonna look at it. But yeah, that's what was supposed to happen to me because I had braces, and they pulled out like teeth from the top and teeth from the bottom, and I guess they were like, in case my wisdom teeth come in later, it won't give me a problem. And all my other wisdom teeth are in fine. Except this one jackass that's like, I'm really shy. I'm only going to like come halfway out and then I'm going to like mess up your bottom teeth. So I had like straight bottom teeth and now they're all crooked again because they got pushed together.
Oh, bummer.
And I'm so mad. Like, I'm so mad. I'm furious at the concept of wisdom teeth. If only there was a way to like fix it when you're a baby, like when you're born, but there's no teeth in your head, especially not wisdom teeth in your head when you're a baby.
Maybe with the upcoming like what's that thing called? CRISPR DNA modification. We can just like genetically modify babies not to have wisdom teeth.
Could you?
In the future, you can kind of do designer babies and just put in genetic traits that you want and take out genetic traits that you don't want. The downside of that is unintended, unknown side effects, just because we don't know the long-term consequences of such a thing.
Exactly. And that's getting kind of like Gattaca.
Yeah. Is it worth giving them a life free of the pain of wisdom teeth in order to risk them possibly being a mutant?
Of course not. I mean, they could just get it taken out later and have to suffer like the rest of us. I wouldn't mess with the whole genetic code just to take out some wisdom teeth. But have you seen Gattaca? They did that exact thing where they genetically engineered their babies. And then...
Is that the one with Hugh Jackman?
No. God. No, that's the one with Ethan Hawke. Right? Ethan Hawke? Was it Ethan Hawke?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jude Law.
Oh, and he has a identical twin brother, and he kind of just like fakes being him for a long time to try to get into space. That's always been his dream.
Right. I don't know if it's his twin... Yeah, it is his brother. I don't know if it's his twin brother, though.
No, I've never seen that.
It's definitely not, because like he was a love child.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of love children, do you want to hear something really crazy that happened this weekend?
Okay.
So
it's a weird segue.
So in Peru, they have a law on the freeway when you're driving down the coast that your headlights have to be on. There's no reason for it other than just to be able to pull over foreigners who don't know about that law. But luckily, the rental car agent told me about this law, and I made sure to have the headlights on. When we were sitting in line for the toll, I even turned them off and turned it back on and made sure in the reflection of the car in front of me that the headlights were on, because I had been warned they'll pull you over if you don't have them on. So anyway, we're driving down the coast. Everything's going swimmingly. But all of a sudden, police pulls us over. He comes up and he asks, "Where are you from?" And I said, "The United States." And he's like, "Okay, I'll need to see some ID." So I give him my ID. He's like, "Okay, step out of the car, please." And he pointed at the headlights. He said, "Do you see this? Your headlights are out." I was like, "Oh, no, I'm sure they were on." And he was trying to get money from me. And then my girlfriend, she's Peruvian, got out of the car and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And when he realized that my girlfriend was Peruvian, said, "Okay, let's just let him go with a warning." So anyway, they let us go. But unbeknownst to me, my girlfriend had been filming the whole time. After the policeman had asked me to get my ID, he reached in the car and turned off the lights.
What?
We caught him on film. So he pulled me over, reached in the car, turned off the headlights, and then tried to charge me money because I didn't have my headlights on.
What?
Isn't that so corrupt? He was really sneaky, but we caught him on film, and so I think we're going to upload it to YouTube and have a viral video happen.
Oh my God. I mean, I hope now you've
sense?
learned your lesson about opening your window halfway.
That was all the way down.
Yeah, you gotta open it halfway.
I
You can't let them
guess.
just reach in for stuff.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Imagine him trying to turn off your headlights with the window open halfway. He'd have to be like, "Hey guys, look over there. There's a really cool bird," and then like stick his elbow in and like fiddle around.
Yeah, but how corrupt, anyways, the police. I've always disliked. I mean, I don't have any reason to dislike the police. I mean, I don't do anything illegal, but I've always just kind of had a distrust of them. Like, I
Yeah.
think it was because I saw some joke, maybe Sarah Silverman, where there was a policeman that pulled somebody over, and he was like, "Do you know why I'm standing here?" And they said, "'Cause you got all C's in high school."
Oh, dang.
Which is kind of true. It's just we take random below average people and give them guns and task them with having ultimate authority in our society, and it's kind of weird.
Well, that's not always true. That's not, you're making a blanket statement about a few people, but that's
Okay.
you can't make blanket statement. That's like the opposite of this podcast.
When he let us go, he zoomed ahead of us, and as we passed him again, he had pulled over another tourist. So basically, he's just cashing in on tourists all day long.
Yeah, I mean, but that makes sense though. Like that they would do that easy, try to get easy money, easy. But it's still like disgusting.
It's totally corrupt.
Yeah, it is, of course. But we already know that, at least in South America, most police officers are not most, a nice chunk.
You're
of
making a
police
blatant
officers are
statement.
corrupt.
I thought that was the opposite of what this podcast
I
is supposed
I
to
said
be.
a nice chunk. I said a nice chunk. That wasn't a blanket. That was like, I didn't say all the policemen are corrupt down there. I said a nice chunk of them are corrupt. So boom.
They're even worse in the United States, though. I mean, I can totally imagine that happening to a Peruvian person that's in Arizona. They'll just pull him over for.
I mean, of course. I mean, there's going to be like, excuse my French, dicks in every situation, in every profession. And of course, you're going to find like examples of people being dicks, especially when they get like a bit of authority and feel like, oh, I have control now and people have to listen to me, and because they never listened to me before, and now I feel like I have a lot of power and I need to
because I have
abuse
a
it.
gun.
Yeah, and some people let it go to their heads, but I'm pretty confident that not all police officers are like that. But there is the really dick ones.
I'm going to bleep that out. This is a family podcast, Charity.
That's fine.
My little niece is listening to this podcast. She's 6 years old.
Well,
But I guess to end this segment, all I have to say is,
ファックザポリス、カミングストレートフロムザアンダーグラウンド。
all right, thanks everybody for tuning in to episode 0000019 of the Vast Differences podcast. I'm ThugLife.
and I'm Charity.
And this was Base Difference Podcast. ははははは。
I'm done. I cannot listen to that voice one more time.